What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another trailer reaction. This time, I think this is my first one that I'm doing, and that is the brand new trailer for the game that is coming out next month, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I can't tell you how excited I am to play Tears of the Kingdom for one reason and one reason only. Well, two reasons, I guess. Huge Legend of Zelda fan, not in terms of, oh, I played every single game ever released from Legend of Zelda. Not the case. But in terms of like some of the recent games that have come out, Breath of the Wild, and even in the past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, played those games and just really, really love the franchise and series of Zelda. And by the way, Zelda is totally the dude, right? I swear, I'm just joking. But today, they came out with a almost 4-minute long trailer for Tears of the Kingdom. It comes out on May 12th. Super excited for it. Breath of the Wild is one of the best games of all time. It is in my top 10 games of all time. I have very, very fond memories of playing Breath of the Wild. One of my sons had been born at the time by the time I had played it. And I remember just holding him and just playing Breath of the Wild. I had 120 hours into the game. Still haven't finished the DLC of the game. And I just absolutely loved that game. I completed every shrine in that game. I did as much as I possibly could. I didn't get all the Korok seeds just because they didn't really give you anything for accomplishing that, which is kind of stupid, honestly. But overall, love the game. Top 10 game of all time for me personally, and I couldn't be more excited for what I have seen from Tears of the Kingdom. You're able to create your basically any type of vehicle, basically a boat, car, whatever, and you can also do a whole bunch of different things with the combat that is different than the previous game. So I think just some of the added depth to the gameplay is something that I'm very, very excited for, and I hope we kind of get a little bit more in depth with the story kind of in this game, with this trailer. But without further ado, guys, I'm ready to fucking check it out because I've been holding on this all day long until I can get in front of a mic and in front of a camera. So let's go ahead and check it out. 3, 2, 1. Trying to hit you in the feels early on with that music. Here we go. I am curious now how long it takes you to get from the upper portion of the sky to the ground. Like, bro, am I gonna be like flying for 20 minutes? The sky's falling. That's Ganon, right? Ganondorf? Bro, Mission Impossible shit right there.
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
floating tiles that shoot you up.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Only I can do. Do we get to play as Zelda in this game?
You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
But you are not alone. Link. You are our final hope.
You're always the final note.
Link. You must find me.
Oh, I was like 12/5? Bruh, what the fuck? May 12th. All right, so I guess we'll talk about Tears of the Kingdom trailer. So right off the bat, I think the biggest thing that people are kind of talking about right now is why is this game $70? Now, do I kind of get those vibes from this game or this trailer as to why it should be $70? At points I'm like, this really just seems like a rehash of the first game. But then you see other clips within this trailer, and it's kind of clear that, yes, the bones of the game are vastly similar. Okay, the structure of the world, the character designs, they're all pretty much the exact same. But then they have all this added stuff to the gameplay, with all the extra move sets that you can do. Sheikah Slate, I'm probably saying that wrong, but go fuck yourself. I think off the top of, if after watching this trailer, am I more excited to pay $70? I am not as upset about it, for sure. I don't think this trailer makes me more hyped for the game than I already was. I do think this is the best trailer that we've gotten so far. I think this is a better demonstration of everything that we have seen so far, for sure. It definitely showed a lot of extra stuff in terms of like the characters and possibly the story. I like it. I like the trailer a lot. I think it does give you that last little bit of hint, that last hint of what this game is going to be. And it seems like, yes, the core of the game is going to be similar, but they are adding in so many more elements to that story and to that gameplay that I think just after watching this trailer, I'm okay with paying $70 for this game. I personally wish I would have got the special edition or the collector's edition, whatever it's called. That thing was dope, and it came with a steelbook and whatnot. But nonetheless, that is a rant and a rave for a different day. I do think that there are we see the typical Legend of Zelda tropes, the cliches. Oh, Link, find me. It's like, bro, that's like always the storyline in all these games. It's similar to Princess Peach always getting captured or kidnapped by Bowser, and then Super Mario has to save him. I mean, it's a tried and true formula and story, so why mess with it, I guess? And let's be honest here, guys. Okay, truthful. Do we really play these games for the story? And the answer is no. Because we go in there to see dope dungeons, puzzles, and just to lose ourselves. And I think that was one of the things that I loved so much about Breath of the Wild was it wasn't necessarily, it was game-changing for the gaming industry for sure, because now we've seen, like, Elden Ring definitely has those influences from Breath of the Wild, right? And then now other games are kind of being influenced by Elden Ring and so forth. So one of the most influential games of all time, no doubt. But I got lost in Breath of the Wild, okay? Hours just lost. I looked up and I'm like, oh shit, what did I actually accomplish? I didn't really accomplish anything, but I had a shit ton of fun doing it, right? I was running around getting all of the map unlocked, and then once I got the map unlocked, I did the shrines, and I did every single shrine. And then after I did the shrines, I decided to actually finish the story and do the story missions and whatnot. And that was just so much fun to me. And that was the thing that I loved about Breath of the Wild so much, was I just got lost in it. And just from looking at this trailer, it feels like this is twice the game that we got last time. And if we got basically 2 games in one, then yeah, $70 to me seems like a great price for this game. Because now, not only do we have the world that we had from Breath of the Wild, which is slightly changed, not slightly changed, but drastically changed according to some of the press releases that I've seen. So we get to explore that world that we are familiar with, but yet it's vastly different on the other side of the spectrum. So it's going to be unique, and it's still going to be like kind of seeing new things, right? But then we also have the upper world. We got the sky planes and whatnot, the sky levels. And then what are they doing for dungeons? That is my biggest thing, because they haven't showed that in any of the trailers that I've seen. Do we have shrines? Do we have, little mini dungeons? Are the story missions, like the 3 big dungeons from Breath of the Wild, are they doing it like that? Like they're just making 5 dungeons and that's really all you're getting, and then you have the overworld to do puzzles and side quests and whatnot? I don't know. I don't know whether I'm okay with losing the shrines. Did we need 120 of them? Probably not. Or 127. What was the final count on that? I think it was 127. I don't think we needed that many shrines, but I thought the shrines were unique, and it gave you a localized puzzle, right? And then that's how you upgraded your inventory and your health, your stamina. I'm perfectly okay with them keeping the shrines, but I'm also of the mind that I kind of want something different. Maybe give me 6 or 7 dungeons that are just huge dungeons that I could lose a couple hours in, and just diminish or decrease the 120 to 7. I think that would be a great idea also, and just make them really, really long dungeons. Like when you go in, a little thing pops up and says, hey bro, you're about to spend like 2 hours in this motherfucker. You better make sure you have all of your shit together. Regardless, I don't really need to see anything else. Honestly, I didn't even need to see this trailer in order to be hyped for it, because we are 1 month away from this game dropping, and this is going to be a day one purchase for me personally. I just recently finished Fire Emblem Engage, and I was like, you know what? I don't really want to play anything between now and then, because I don't want to be in the middle of something and then Tears of the Kingdom drops, and I have to stop that to go play that, because without a doubt, I am playing Tears of the Kingdom. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I am stopping whatever I'm doing and playing that game. So I'm excited about the game coming out. I got a little plan I got going on. Burning Shores DLC from Horizon Forbidden West. That comes out next week, and once I finish that, I think I'll finish that within a month. Then I will have total focus on Tears of the Kingdom, and I can devote all my sweet time to that game. And do I have high expectations for it? Absolutely. I think this, if it does not reach top 10 status for me personally, and it doesn't overtake Breath of the Wild, I think it will be a disappointment. Not necessarily, I guess that's unfair. I will be slightly disappointed in the fact that it was not a better game. When you combine one game into the next, like you pretty much just transfer it over, and then you just add stuff on top of it, I feel like at minimum it should be as good as the first game, right? I mean, theoretically, that's my thinking behind it. That's my opinion. So when you're adding stuff on top of it and you're expanding the gameplay, you're adding the world stuff to your weapons to create different weapons and to create more durability for those weapons, and then you're making boats, you're making cars and shit like that, right? And then you're using all these other Sheikah Slate type stuff where you're able to do new abilities in the overworld and whatnot. that to me is just icing on the cake, and you should be expanding on that and making it even better than the previous game. Doing those things that you couldn't do with the first game, doing it with this game. And that's what makes me super excited for Tears of the Kingdom, more so than anything. And yeah, guys, I can't wait for the game to drop on May 12th. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Are you ready for Tears of the Kingdom? Do you need another like a Breath of the Wild 2? Or were you kind of expecting a different art style? Or were you expecting just a completely different game, period? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get those notifications whenever we drop new content. Every single day, we're dropping new shit every single day. You can also visit us at patreon.com/2game. Support us in any of those tiers, and you get access to our Discord, which is where all the fun and shenanigans happens, guys. So we would be very appreciative if you came and joined us there. Otherwise, thank you for clicking on this video, and I'll catch y'all next time on another episode. Laters.